I have a mix here that I was looking forward to wearing. One of my mixes from last month. It has Bugs and Kisses, Bloody Gorgeous, Midnight in Manhattan under Candied Cranberry. And this looks so cool. It looks like fire, like embers or something. So first, this black one on. This back in here. I should have grabbed my flax bag. Last time I used Candied Cranberry, it was pretty dry. Not this particular set, but like just another set of it. Oh, I didn't do a very good job with that. I have not worn Midnight in Manhattan before. It's probably not something I would reach for unless I was layering over it, just because I'm not, black and white aren't my thing. So, just for whatever that's worth. So, goodness. I have seen the new Christmas release. It looks amazing. Don't ask me how I've seen it already. I actually saw it in 2 different places. Although by the time this comes out, you might have seen it too. I was like, that seems awfully early. We're just ordering Halloween sets right now. But that's okay. I did order the DIY kit. I will be mixing it. I'm surprised at how well this is going on. This is like one of the original sets of Midnight in Manhattan from like 2018 or something. And I thought it feels kind of on the thin side, but I thought it would have been harder to work with than this. But it's not at all hard to work with. Although I think I ripped it a little bit. That's why I like to file. Okay, you guys ready for the magic to happen? Probably need to go get my flax bag. This doesn't feel as as much as the other one was. Like last year when I wore this. It was a lot more pliable. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Look. So cool. This has like big chunky glitter, so I would recommend Embers. I feel like this is honestly more like a jelly. It's very sheer. They didn't call it a jelly, but I feel like it is like a jelly. I did not apparently trim this as well as I could have. I hope this isn't shining on you guys. So right now, it is the last weekend of the ruckus. Stacy did a Halloween ruckus, which was, I feel like, a really good call on her part. They had so many good releases this month. It was bonkers, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you know, right? And I'm hoping that we get another really awesome duochrome in the, not a duochrome, sorry, a multi-chrome. It's like a new thing. I'm hoping we get another one of those, one or two or whatever in the box coming up. It's like a dragon box. I'm sure there's not going to be a dragon in it. I mean, that would be awesome if there was some kind of dragon overlay, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that, because every time they say there's a theme, the actual thing that's in the theme is not really usually in the box. So yeah, anyway, it's okay. So in case you're ever wondering why I put one side on one hand versus the other, I try to put the clean edge that I don't have to cut or mess with on my nail fee hand, which is my left hand because I'm right-handed. No, I spoke too soon about it going on nicely. It's like, screw you, lady. No, this is like my finger that curves too many different directions, I think. Except it did, ooh, it did wrinkle right there. And now it tore right there. Do you see that? See, it is calling me a liar. Ha ha ha, it says. Yeah, this isn't something that I would like ever want to wear by itself, you guys. Oh goodness. Without something over the top of it. It is very thin. I wonder if it's because it's one of the original ones. I wonder if they've improved it since then. You can tell me if you wear a lot of midnight in Manhattan. I got that too high. See? I don't normally do that because I feel like it looks really bad on the cuticle line. But because I'm going to put something over it, I'm thinking it will be fine. Hopefully. It's very crooked. Huh. Okay. Thought it would just come right off, but it's really sticking right there. See how yucky that looks now? It's not like a straight line. I've seen people do it. I know it can be done where it looks nice, but I have not been able to figure out how to do it. So for whatever that's worth. Trying to decide if this is too dark for me. Sorry, I'm so quiet. My brain is going and going and going. And I say that now and I don't even remember what I was thinking about. I was so excited last year when they came out with Bugs and Kisses. And I love the spider web, but I don't really like the spiders part of it. I'm not really a fan of spiders. I had a nightmare about that, actually, about spiders last night. Or maybe it was the night before. it was my grandmother's house, and she's been gone for a long time, like 10 years. And one of my brothers was living in the shed in the backyard, which is ridiculous because that thing is really small, like probably the size of a king size bed. But in my dream it was really, really big. And anyway, and there were like these massive spider webs all over the house, like on the outside. And we were supposed to get the house ready to sell, which that didn't happen in real life. But anyway, it's so bizarre. Like, why did I dream about that? I have no idea. It was so weird. It was really bizarre dream. And I think there were spiders, but I can't remember for sure. And I think I woke up going, oh my god, there's spiders all over me. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of spiders. My husband loves them, or at least he likes them. Most of them, not all of them, right? Some of them are poisonous. But like all of the ones that he considers harmless, I guess they probably are harmless, but he's like, look, they eat the bugs. I'm like, that's nice. They can do that outside. So he almost always takes them outside. I'm not super happy with my cuticle there. One of the times I was doing a video, one of my really long videos that I edited this out because I was like, we don't have time for that. But there was a spider up on the wall in here. So I went and told my husband, hey, can you take your little friend outside? And he came and he was like, look, he did his job. There's, you know, dead bugs up there in his web. And I was like, that's nice. Take him outside anyway. And he wasn't like really big or anything. Okay, so it's just gonna stay there. That looks really weird. Okay, now my idea was to put this on my ring finger, but my ring fingers are really long right now. So I have to see if I can stretch it. And they've been all stretching really well. So hopefully that will be fine. Because my ring fingers are pretty long right now. And I only have one of these. I'm pretty sure I don't have an extra because last year when I wore this, I think I got rid of the rest of it. Okay, this one's just a tiny bit longer. So I should put this one on that finger. So the black is printed over the red glitter. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, see? I should put like something under this, like the red, like a red, but it's too late now. If I ever wear this again, hopefully I'll remember to do that. And I might have to trim this a little bit, which is fine. If I do, it's not a big deal. Like if I have to trim my nail. Oh, it looks like I just barely did it. Yay! Whoops. See, doesn't that match really well? Isn't that cool? I swim about 3 times a week. And if anybody's curious, my color streak just does just fine in the water. I don't have any problems in the chlorine or whatever. See that little notch right there? It's really annoying to me. I should have cut it out. Okay. Must have gotten it a little too high. So I think I might have gotten my strengthener on my cuticles or something. I don't know. That was my finger. Ouch. That was not what I wanted to do. I forgot to file the other day before I started putting top coat on, which was a mistake because when you file after you put top coat on, if you don't wait long enough, it kind of just pulls your stuff off. I don't want to get this stuck underneath any of my strips because it makes like a bump. Oh, something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you have peeling or lifting, like I had some right here, I had some peeling along this nail right here. If you have that, you want to file like this or file like this softly. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. Because if you don't, then you wind up come on. And you just put your strip over the top, then that can still peel and then it will look like you chipped a nail. Even though it's not actually the color streak, it's what's it called? It's your yeah, so this isn't as much of a mixed banding because all my other fingers are going to be the same. Which is why I mixed this the way I did, because that's how I wanted to wear it. But all of the time, almost I would say like 90% of the time that I've had shipping, it's actually my nail that's chipped, not the color streak. which I know probably sounds crazy to people, but if you look and your nail is kind of rough looking, then that's probably your nail that chipped and not the color street. If it's smooth, then it's, you know, it's the color street, right? And I could try to layer these before I put them on my nail, but I always feel like I don't get very good results with that. So that's why I'm not doing it like that. It's over too far. Ugh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about with the wrinkling. See right there? There's like a big, huge bump. And I don't want, see, now it's starting to tear. Goodness. Yeah, this does feel on the thinner side. I think if I was going to do this again, I would use Starful. I bet it doesn't, it's not as fussy. You see where I almost had like a, and if I was gonna just wear this like this, that would drive me up the wall, you guys. But since we're gonna put a glitter on top, I don't think it will matter. Hopefully. See, the pinky gave me a false sense of security. Isn't that fun? I feel like I always cut these crooked. That is just barely big enough. But do you see how long it is? But my fingers are a little bit wider than normal right now. Or not wider, jeez. Longer. My fingernails are quite a bit longer right now. Let's do this. I have something right here and it's driving me up the wall. I can see it like every time I go to put on something. There. So my other thought was I was gonna wear that blue from that one box again. That had the French tips that were like blue and and green ocean colors. I am in love with that. I wish it wasn't a French because I want to wear it on all of my fingers, like the whole fingers. Maybe I'll get really lucky and I'll put it in a catalog at some point. I'm not going to hold my breath, but who knows, maybe. They did it with that teal set from like 2 or 3 years ago. That's absolutely stunning. See, you can't even tell that I had like a, whatever that was. That was my stomach if you could hear it. It's hungry. It's almost lunchtime. Yeah, this candied cranberry went on like so much easier this time. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? It's very dark. Okay, I'm trying to decide. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay. I was like, how am I gonna remember which thumb goes where? That works. It's my left thumb. So the multi-chromes that they came out with this last month, here recently, I was kind of surprised. I haven't seen them in person yet. I did order 2 of each because I figured they would be good for mixing. Okay. It's always crooked. I wonder if it's just my nail. My nail is crooked. It's a possibility. I mean, this nail is crooked right here. Do you see? Our nails are not perfectly shaped, obviously. Or, you know, we would have, that would make things a lot easier, at least with color straight, right? So this finger is always really dry right here, so I try not to hold it with that finger because the strips stick really bad to it. I don't know, I'm assuming it's because I use that finger the most, but I feel like I always have more dry skin there. I can't hold it the right way though. Yeah, see, our fingers aren't shaped perfectly round, although I probably didn't cut that perfect right. Oh, that is finicky. I don't know, people that wear midnight in Manhattan all the time. That would be really frustrating. But I feel like most creams are like this. They're just not, they're not my favorite to work with because I feel like they are like that. I feel like they're just delicate. They're delicate little flowers. Glitters are my favorite for how they go on, for how they look. I haven't worn a lot of jellies unless you count the strips that aren't called jellies but really are, like this one. Isn't it pretty? Oh wow, it looks really weird on my screen. It's like not, it doesn't look the same. I also think though that I might have the red mode turned on because sometimes I do my nails late at night. And if I'm looking at a screen, even with the red mode turned on, if I'm watching it for like a long time, it messes with my circadian rhythm and then I don't sleep. My husband thinks it's psychological. He's like, I don't have that problem. I was like, good for you. But you know, you're not the one laying awake at 3 a.m. because you can't sleep. Because you were dumb and looked at a screen at 11 o'clock or whatever. So I try really hard to only have it on black and white mode. My phone has a black and white mode. And that doesn't bother me. I can text, I can watch videos, although it's not as nice in black and white mode, obviously. But it takes all of the blue light out, so it doesn't seem to bother me. Our TV does not have a black and white mode. So we used to watch stuff like at night, and I had insomnia. And now I can sleep. I mean, I take melatonin too to sleep, just 3 milligrams, but even with that and other sleep aids, I still sometimes would just lay in bed for hours without going to sleep. It was horrible. I told my doctor that my husband thought that that was BS about the blue light, and she's like, well, there's lots of medical articles to reference it, so it's not bullshit. They've done studies. So you can tell him they've done studies. The red almost completely disappears except for the glitter. Isn't that cool? I don't know, I think it looks really cool. Obviously. I was gonna do something different, but then I decided I better start wearing my Halloween mixes or I wasn't gonna get through them all. And then I would be sad. And I've decided I have to stop keeping so many of my mixes. Because I have like 5 Halloween mixes that I kept or am keeping between last month and this month. I did 5 mixes last month. I don't know how many I did this month. But yeah, anyway. feel like I have dust all over my fingers. I probably do, although I don't know how it's dusty right here. You see how dirty my mat has gotten because I've spilled things on it. I probably should get a silicone one, but I couldn't find one that I liked. And I didn't want to pay $17 for the Maniology one, plus shipping. I like the Maniology one, but yeah. See all the wrinkles? And it's almost like it gets worse the more you stretch it, and usually stretching it gets rid of the wrinkles. So I don't know. But remember, we're putting something over it, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, hopefully. Oh my goodness. I do have the silicone mats from Color Street from that one box, but it's too small. I feel like it's too small to be useful. And I'm not sure where I put it. I used it for a while, and then I was like, I need something bigger. So I think it was a good idea. It used to be in my toolbox, but I don't think it's in there anymore. See, I have a wrinkle right there. These are just so thin. I bet this would crack super easy. Super easy too. Let's get a wrinkle now. But see how I could stretch it and just like pull the wrinkle out? I feel like most of the sets you can do that, but apparently not with creams. And when you have these big chunky glitters, you do want to make sure you use fingernail clippers or clippers like this. when I first started watching videos on YouTube, Stacey had this and she was like, just buy it. And I was like, no, I don't need one of those. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Guess what, guys? I was dumb. Having that makes it so much easier. Take it off like your excess on the sides and have it look nice and straight. And they're like $5 or something, so it's not like they're expensive. See if warming this one up will help. Like it's pliable and everything, but it's almost too short, I think. Now see, it's because my nail isn't flat, I think. Oh, so I did go see the lipedema specialist, and they gave me some books to read. There's a doctor over in Brazil who thinks lipedema is actually inflammation in the body, like chronic inflammation or the result of chronic inflammation. So if you can bring down your inflammation with exercise and stress reduction and food choices, because there's a lot of foods that cause inflammation in the body, which I already knew that. I was already trying to limit those types of foods like sugar and not that I've really ever been crazy into sugar, but some other things that can cause inflammation in the body are, oh, that was my nail, dang it. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna stop with that now. See, I can't talk and do my nails at the same time. Just kidding. Artificial sweeteners, but also like everybody reacts to different things differently. So some people might not react to something. I think sugar is a universal thing though, like that just causes inflammation in everyone, probably to varying degrees. Alcohol causes inflammation, probably in everyone to varying degrees. Which I was never really a big alcohol drinker. I would have a drink occasionally, or if, you know, the girls went out, we would drink 2 to 4 drinks, you know, whatever. But it wasn't like something I do all the time or once a week or whatever like that. We just had a girls' night, and I was like, you know, I think I'm not, because I will feel really shitty tomorrow if I do this. And one of my other friends was like, yeah, I feel really gassy if I drink alcohol. She just had a beer. And my other friend said that I think she does feel kind of crappy the next day, but she doesn't care. So I guess it's not whatever for her. But for me, it's not worth it. It's like I can't have like cow milk because I have horrible cramping if I do, so I just avoid it. It's like, you know, if it's if it's gonna make me that uncomfortable, I'm good. No thanks. But some people would rather, you know, and I can kind of build up my tolerance to it, but if it's doing that in my body, it's probably causing other types of inflammation, which I can't have. I can't have that right now, or ever, I guess. Oh, if you don't know what lipedema is, I encourage you to look it up because 12% of the population has it, and they don't know. It's something that's really difficult to lose weight with diet and exercise. Like, you can't just count calories and lose weight, or like exercise and, you know, calories in, calories out. It doesn't work. You have to have a diet that's low in foods that cause inflammation in your body. So, like, some people can't eat tomatoes, and some people can't eat wheat because it causes a reaction in their body, whatever it is. Maybe it's hives, maybe it's, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Gastrointestinal problems, maybe it causes constipation, whatever it is, they can't have it. And other people eat it and they do just fine. So, but lipedema is not the same as lymphedema. It's different, and it causes like a substance buildup. And I've been told it's like a fat disorder, and I've been told it's a connective tissue disorder. I don't know, maybe it's both. Maybe they can't make up their mind. I don't know. But it's where you have thin hands and feet, and then you have like more fat as you go up. And you can see, like, I have a lot of excess on my arms where obviously my hands don't look like I should. And I have it on my legs too. Oh, that one is like silver right there. Like, it didn't get covered in the jelly. So I wonder if all of these are silver and they just are in the jelly. What color of this? Okay, there you go. Let's see if it will focus. No. Maybe now it will focus. Well, as always, I will take pictures. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys later.